Hey, ¿qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luis Lopez, and today I'm going to give you a quick overview on the NBA slate and the WNBA slate. But again, we got ourselves another win, another slip cash, as the one prior to that did. So 2 videos in a row, 2 slips cashed. I did not cash the greedy. I call it the greedy slip, where I ended up putting Miles over 17.5 points and Bridget Carlton over 2.5 3-pointers made. Obviously, this was my most confident of the 2 slip, which is the one that I ended up cashing. Now, that being said, Miles could have easily gone over 17.5 points. She had 11 in the first half, no points in the third, and scores 4 points in the fourth, which in turn leads her to 15 points total. Bridget Carlton only took 6 shots above the break. I expect more volume from her. I expect at least 8 shots to 10 shots above the break. Only took 6, but still ended at 2. One more could have easily gone in and could have easily cashed. Also, the greedy higher payout slip that did not cash, but the main slip ended up cashing. So 2 slips in a row. I hope you used this one and ended up cashing for you. I hope you mix and match and you ended up cashing. That's my point. I don't care what you did as long as you ended up cashing and the picks that I gave you actually worked for you. All right, my friends. Let me give you a quick overview on this Pistons Cavaliers game. All right. In this game, the Cavaliers are favored by 4.5 points just because they're playing at home. That's the only reason for me. I think the way better team by miles is the Detroit Pistons. I think the Detroit Pistons are going to win today. I think the Detroit Pistons will cover this 4.5 point spread. All right? Because in the last game, if it wasn't for the Detroit Pistons giving the game to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the last 3 minutes, I think they were up like by 9 or 11 points, and the Cleveland Cavaliers come back, they could fix those mistakes that they made towards the end of the game, and which in turn leads me to the better team winning today, and then going back home, and moving on to the following round. They already played 5 games. 5 games, and the Cavs are leading 3-2. So that's my an overall view of what I expect from this game. Now, the first pick that I'm going for give you is something I found a nice discrepancy, and I think this will change. Paul Reed. So let me walk you through Paul Reed. So Paul Reed, I had talked to you about Paul Reed in the last game, why I took Jalen Durant on the under. I said to you that he had played 10 minutes in the first game. He dropped 11 points. I said he had played 14 minutes in the following game and played 14 minutes. And I also said to you he was going to play anywhere between, I believe it was 15 to 17, 16 to 18 minutes. I expected his minutes to increase. Look what he played, 17 minutes. And he dropped 10 points. Now, that's a great correlation with Jalen Durant and his minutes as they keep decreasing. All right. We talked about his minutes all the way from the series, 33, 35, 33, 29, 27, with overtime, 25 minutes. I think these right here minutes are going to be less for Jalen Durant. And I think the minutes, as I said to you once again, for Paul Reed are going to be anywhere between 16 and 18 minutes. Now, one thing that I noticed about him is that between 10 and 17 minutes, he scored 11, 15, and 10. Comes down to rebounds, 3, 4, and 8. Look at his PR. 11.5 points plus rebounds. Minus 132 to go on the over. Plus even money here. This is a good even money play. Bet, I think. I think he'll go over 11.5 points plus rebounds today. But that's not the kicker. What I have for you is a 9.5 points plus rebounds available over on Dabble as a boosted play over on Dabble, which makes 0 cents to me. So Paul Reed over 9.5 points plus rebounds when the line has already bumped to 11.5 points plus rebounds everywhere. So I don't think that line is going to last too long. I think that line is either going to be converted into a 0.9 payout or boosted up to 10.5 points plus rebounds for Paul Reed over on Dabble. That's my expectation. So that is my first suggested pick for you. let me walk you over to the WNBA. A lot of things to consider here. Aces, Suns. This game, 14.5 point spread, 171.5 game total. A blowout expected. Brittany Griner will be playing once again. Different people to consider. You got Sanaya Rivers, under 9.5 points. You can even consider her PR. They're giving the PR. If any chance you find Sanaya Rivers PR around 13.5 or even 12.5, I like that as well. Sanaya Rivers under 12.5 PR. That's something to consider. Easily on the under in every single game that she has played. Now she's going up against Vegas. In the last game, she should have more rebound opportunities, but still only ended up grabbing one rebound. And I say that just because Brittany Griner wasn't there. That means that Sanaya Rivers, basically everyone in this team will have more rebound opportunities. The one that took over the entire game was Anissa Morrow. She ended up dropping 16 points and she ended up grabbing 11 boards. Nothing shocking from Sanaya Rivers. I like Sanaya Rivers today. I like her double-double. I like her to go over 10 points, and I like her to go over 10 rebounds in today's game. Even with Brittany Griner coming back, even here in this game against the Storms, with Brittany Griner, she still ended up grabbing 16 rebounds because she fights for her rebounds. So I like Anissa Morrow over her double-double today. So that's one suggested pick for you from that game. The next game that I like is this one. It's the Tempos taking on the Sparks. Who I like here is actually Marina Mabrey. Marina Mabrey over 19.5 points. Yes, in the last two games, 27 and 26 points. Obviously, automatically I see this. I'm like, hey, that should be a good thing for her. But what stood out to me is the following. Guards against the Sparks have been eating like crazy. And this is a high volume, greedy guard, Marina Mabrey. She's either going to get a combination, she's going to get a combination of Ray Burrell, who's a very good defender on her, and Kelsey Plum. Marina Mabrey does not scare me going under today. Automatically, you would think Marina Mabrey guarded by Ray Burrell, you think automatically on the under. Ray Burrell is not going to guard Marina Mabrey throughout the entire game. And Marina Mabrey attacks the basket and is super aggressive. She's a physical player. So she can easily get Ray Burrell into foul trouble and get herself to the free throw line. And if she's getting the Kelsey Plum matchup, she's just going to go around Kelsey Plum. She's going to score at will versus Kelsey Plum. And look at her matchup. 54% of her shots are above the break. They rank 11th. No, look, easy matchup. 13th here, 14th here, 14th here, and 11th here. The Sparks, unfortunately, the LA Sparks, are soft everywhere. No one here will be able to stop the guards. Not Brittany Sykes. I think Brittany Sykes should have herself a good game. Although I don't like Brittany Sykes. I don't like point line. It's too high. But I definitely love Marina Mabrey today at 19.5 points to go on the over. It is minus 120 to go on the over. The beauty about it is that you can find it in most of the apps. Pinnacle has it at minus 123, the sharpest book around. Great form. Like I said, difficult matchup against Ray Burrell, but that means that she can get herself to the free throw lines. And if she gets guarded by Kelsey Plum, that means that Marina Mabrey is just going to score at will. Kelsey may just drop 23 points on them in a game that it was a semi-blowout in that game where the Fevers ended up winning by 9 points. I think this game stays really close. It goes down to the wire. I think this is the right matchup for the Sparks to keep this game close, possibly end up winning. It does say that the Sparks are favored by 7.5 points. Nope, I expect this game to be a lot closer than this 7.5 points. I think the Sparks can win, but 3, 4, 5, 6, but not. They need to win by at least 8 points. That's a semi-blowout. I don't expect that. at all. So Marina Mabrey over 19.5 points because I expect this game to stay close, and I expect to the coach to make sure that she does not get guarded too much by Ray Burrell. That is my expectation for Marina Mabrey today. That's it, my friend. That is all I have for you in regards to the picks. I wish you the best of luck. Use these picks as you wish. None of this is financial advice. Don't just grab my picks, throw them into a slip, and cross your fingers that they will cash. Granted, the two main slips that I've shared in the last two videos have cashed, but I've gone before 1 for 3 on picks that I've made, as well as I gone 3-0 and 2-0 many times. It's just sports, it's human beings. You don't know what to expect. The most important part is do your own research and manage your bankroll. If you're going to gamble, gamble responsibly. Okay? Take care of yourself. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.